So, the restoration of the way that the world is supposed to be, that's defined in biblical times. The restoration of the world back to the divine order that was always supposed to be the divine order. Okay, so God has a plan for the reasoning of what he's doing. Okay, this is not just an accident. People are not just losing their homes and this fire is happening. This is the wealth transfer. Okay, I want you to understand, wealth is being transferred back to where it's supposed to go. And this is what I'm trying to say. These people have stored up their riches on earth. Okay? God says you're supposed to store up your riches in heaven. Okay? And so, overnight, your home was taken from you. Overnight. And do you know why? It's because this earth that you made your home on don't belong to you. The resources, the water, the land, the power, all that belongs to God. But for some reason, we fail to realize that we think we own everything. We think we own. You don't own anything. You don't even own your own body. And the breath that you breathe, you're renting. Everything is for rent. That means you're paying somebody. Okay? That means you owe. Because this is not yours. This land is not yours. Nothing belongs to you. And that's why it can all be taken away from you in a second. But you have built your riches on this earth that don't belong to you. And God has done something. He has died for you. That means you owe him your life. That means you owe him to live according to his standard from which he made you in his image. Okay? And so, this is what the Lord is saying. And I was supposed to do this video yesterday, but I did not because I was so sad about the fact that God wanted me to speak on the facts of people losing their stuff, losing their homes, and losing their quality of life. But now you've become homeless. You become like the very thing that you feared. Okay? And so I already know this because God has already taken me through it. So it's just like it's gonna switch. A switch is happening right now. A wealth transfer. You have stored your riches up on the earth and for the righteous people. This is the wealth transfer happening right before our eyes. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to. People, it can be restored now. No. You are wicked. Do you understand that you will have to build your life again, and you will go about it in a manly way. You know, you will try to use resources that don't belong to you, of course. And what do you mean? These people deserve their homes? No. You need to seek the Lord at this time. That's the problem. You're going to build something again, and he's going to tear it down again. This is what he's saying. But this is a wealth transfer, though. You're going to build it up again for it just to be destroyed. Because you need to know that you do not store your riches on earth. You store your riches in heaven. And that the things that you do with your body, soul, and mind, that God is watching, and he's very present in it all. Don't think that God is not seeing these fires and he don't see people's crying and people's houses being... God is seeing it all. God sees it all. He's letting it happen. And so, I have to share something with you really quickly that he gave me earlier this morning, and I'm going to share it with you. So the Lord gave me Psalms 127, and it says, "Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate. This is why he gave this to me. Hold on. Eternal coming generations of natural people on earth will be the reward of God. Will be the reward God is looking for, to repay him for all the work and trouble he has been through, and will yet go through to carry out his original plan for man. God created the earth and other planets to be inhabited, and he will yet see that this purpose is fulfilled. Isaiah 45:18. He will also see to it that those who live eternally in control of his creations are righteous and free from all possibility. That means the government. So eternally in control of his creations are righteous and free from all possibility of rebellion. 1 Corinthians 15:24-28, Ephesians 1:10, Revelations 21:3-7, 22:3. This verse refers to the original and eternal law of reproduction of man. Genesis 1:26-28, 8:22. Okay. According to these and many other scriptures, children will be the heritage of God eternally, and the fruit of the womb will be his eternal reward. God's original plan is not to be defeated by the fall of man. It is merely being postponed until all sin and rebellion are put down and all things are restored as before the fall. In the new earth, people will carry on the original program of God as if man had never fallen. Man will have been purged of all possibility of sin and will multiply, replenish the earth, and rule over the sun, moon, and stars as God ordained before the fall. Psalms 8, Isaiah 66:22-24, Revelations 21:22. And so the Lord is flipping the earth right now. This is what's going on. The Lord is flipping the earth. He's flipping it. Where the wicked and the rich will be at the bottom, and those who are poor, those who are been slaving all this time to get on top. He's shifting it. It's called the wealth transfer, where money won't really have a lasting effect, but those who have their riches and glory and in heaven are going to reap a harvest right now. And those who have reaped the harvest this is over a period of time. This is over years and years and years. These people have stored up their riches on earth. That's why they're gone. Okay, and those who have stored up their riches in heaven, prayer, consecration, waiting on the Lord to come for them, waiting on the Lord. Okay, today is the day that you will know that God is who He says He is. Okay, because God knows what you did 400 years ago. God is the God of 400 years ago. God knows what happened 400 years ago. God knows slavery happened. There's a real thing. And these people have gotten where they're at because of the fact that it was all in blood. It was all in blood that this happened. That these people were able to acquire wealth in blood. Massacre, stealing, bribery, lies. It's a generational thing. Over generations, your generational wealth means nothing to God because it didn't come out of righteousness. Okay? And God is restoring the earth as He intended it to be in the beginning. That is what's happening.